what's up, guys? It is Celeb back again for another video. This time around, we are here at Summer Games Fest, and my laptop's dead. I don't know what's going on with it, but we're making content through the old phone. So I'm here to talk about Blumhouse games and some of the games that were showcased. The one that we're going to be talking about in this video is a game called Crisol, Theater of Idols. So this game was made by Vermila Studios. I might be saying that wrong, but it is a fascinating game. In this game, dive into a unique first-person horror adventure where folklore and religion intertwine in a nightmarish version of Spain. Players will navigate a world steeped in eerie legend and sacred rituals, facing terrifying statues of saints that come to life. In a desperate fight for survival, players must sacrifice their own blood to use as ammunition against the horrors that lurk around every corner. So I am just floored by this game. It is a first-person shooting survival horror-style game that has a lot of inspiration from games like Bioshock and Resident Evil. Now, of course, there is, as I said, the elements of Spanish kind of religious folklore that is tied into this game as well. So as you see in the video, there is some very unique art styles and visual representations that we haven't really seen in a lot of these games in a while, but also kind of bring back elements of games that we love, like Resident Evil. There's times that you'll be trying to traverse through the game and you'll have to find, a pair of chain snips, or you'll have to locate blood vials, and these blood vials are what keep you healed while moving through this game. But this game is kind of it kind of keeps you on the edge of your seat, because while you are facing off against a lot of these saint statues and some of these other enemies that are trying to kill you as quick as possible, while you're shooting your gun, you have to reload with your own blood. And as you are reloading with your own blood, you'll actually notice that your health is dropping. So depending on the weapon that you're using, your health will drop a different amount of percentage. So by using like the pistol, you'll see that your health will kind of drop like 5 to 10%. Not really a lot. Then you'll also see at the same time, if you get a shotgun and you reload with your blood, it'll drop like 15-20%. Now, this is a really unique style game that while I was playing, I got about 30 minutes of hands-on time with the game, and I've got to say, I was very impressed. The visuals were really great. The overall presentation of the game was just aesthetically very pleasing, and it did have that Bioshock kind of feel. There's times that you're walking through the town and you'll see the, decimation that has happened and all this stuff that's just like torn down, destroyed because of these like demonic type spirits that are inhabiting these saints. But you also will end up facing off against larger bosses that you cannot take on, that you actually have to hide, crouch in certain areas, go inside of buildings and get away from them as soon as possible, or they'll just kill you. But this is an element of a game that is very popular now, the kind of survival horror, runaway type games. But this game just feels very different, but feels the same of some of those games that we've played before in the past that really just stuck out to us. And I remember when this game first was revealed, I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago, and it was a very it was a very unique kind of style that it had, but the new kind of look to it, the update of the visuals and what the development team really has planned for this game whenever it releases. There's not an exact release date set yet. It is coming, I believe, in 2025. But from what they talked to me about yesterday, they really tied in a lot of that kind of folklore from Spain, but also kind of tied in a lot of their own passion and, kind of things that they loved in games like Resident Evil and Bioshock to add that aspect of horror. So you'll have smaller enemies like the Saints that you'll face off against, and these larger enemies that are kind of, similar to like Big Daddies, things that you can't really just take on head to head with a pistol, So now, like I said, I only got about 30 minutes of hands-on time with the game, and the visuals, the audio was really great. The inventory system was really kind of set up like Resident Evil. There was times that whenever you had to go get the chain snips. I don't know why I'm calling them chain snips, but either way, when you had to go get those and clip this chain to get through to this other side of the level, you actually had once you found them, it played this kind of animation that was almost eerily similar to Resident Evil, but this game is something really special, guys. I'm telling you, and I really hope that I get more hands-on time with it in the coming months, so I could share a deeper opinion of really what this game is and why it is something special. And you should definitely make sure to head on over to Steam and add this game to your wish list because it is a very unique experience. As I said, the enemy variations are really cool. You can actually absorb dead enemies in the game as well, or you'll find like a dead chicken and you can walk up to it and absorb its entire body. It basically turns its whole body into this blood, and it absorbs through your hands. You'll find dead civilians or villagers out and about, or that you can absorb their bodies. And once you absorb their bodies, there's certain things that are there for you, like a blood vial or coins that you can use to upgrade your weapons. And it does this really cool animation too when you get new weapons. Like when I picked up the shotgun, it was just a normal shotgun, but he held it up with his hands and blood came out of his body, engulfed the shotgun, and then turned it into this golden-esque kind of holy weapon. And it was just, man, it was a very cool experience. So definitely make sure to check this game out. Crisol Theater of Idols. Check it out on Steam. It's also coming to, I believe it's coming to PlayStation as well. I don't know if it's coming to Xbox, but there is not a date yet. But once we figure out what that date is and we get a little bit more information to share with you, we'll let you guys know. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace out.